Perry Sook. Perry Sook is an innovator, a risk taker, and someone who has never been afraid to challenge the status quo. He founded his company in 1996 with one station in the Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Pennsylvania market. Perry managed to grow his company from that station into one of the largest groups in the country. He has no peer in this space. He's a self-made man. It's remarkable. Pending FCC approval, Nexstar is in line to own around 170 stations, reaching 100 markets, or approximately 39% of all U.S. television households. The local television station community applauds the hard work, the hard stance Perry has taken in fighting for fair compensation from pay TV operators. He was also an early adopter of duopolies as a strategy for survival for weak stations facing stiff competition for advertising revenue. He serves on the NAB board, the NBC affiliate board, and as a trustee of the Ohio University Foundation. He is the incoming chairman of TVB. For Perry, the premise begins with exceptional service to local communities, the real essence of broadcasting. We are proud to induct Perry Sook as a giant today.
Well, thank you very much, and good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'd like to obviously acknowledge the main reason that we're all here, and that is to support the ongoing good work of the Library of America Broadcasting Foundation, as well as the IRTS Foundation. The former is preserving our past, and the latter is training and engaging future media leaders, and I think both of those are worthwhile and worthy images and initiatives that deserve our continuing support long after today's luncheon has ended. Secondly, I, like others, am very honored and humbled to be mentioned in the same conversation as the honorees here today, all of whom I have met, some of whom are personal friends, and at least one has been a traveling companion. Back in the 80s, in my sales manager days, many a night I'd be on a late flight from O'Hare back to DFW, and Tom Joyner would be on the plane. He'd bolt on at the last minute, whip out his pillow, and he'd be asleep up against the side of the plane in his window seat before the door closed. Now, he may not remember me. Obviously, he was sleeping. But I can attest to the fact that the fly jock was no publicity stunt. I started my career in broadcasting in 1974, working part-time at a local radio station in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, while I was still in high school. Nexstar was founded over 20 years ago as a television broadcasting company with one TV station, as you heard, in the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton market. And today, I'm tremendously honored to be recognized among all the others here today as one of the giants of broadcasting. But as Nexstar stands at the precipice of completing our transformative acquisition of Media General, which will make us the second largest television company in America, my job is to remind everyone, especially the more than 4,400 employees of the Nexstar Nation, that we're not in the broadcasting business anymore. We are a local media business. We distribute video locally, and broadcasting is just one of the tools we now have to do that. At our foundation and our very core, I believe that our business is a very simple one. We're a local service business, and we make our living providing services to the local communities in which we operate. What are our services? Well, again, in my opinion, that's simple too. We provide two essential services. First, we're in the business of creating and distributing local, relevant, unique content, primarily local news, local talk and lifestyle shows, local sports, local promotional events, and things like that. The second thing we do is we help local businesses grow. We facilitate and we sometimes create business-to-consumer advertising as well as messages and solutions for those local businesses. In short, we help local businesses sell stuff. Whether using over-the-air, online, a D1, a D2, a cable set-top box, social, mobile, or any of our other local media assets, these are all just tools in our toolbox to provide our basic local services of creating and establishing and distributing relevant local content and local advertising solutions. I believe that if we focus as a company and as an industry on the what we do, we'll be less caught up or bogged down, you might say, in talking about how we do it. And like any local service business, as Paul said earlier, we have to show an interest in and invest in our local communities if we want those communities to spend time and spend money with us. There is a third service that we provide, which is to distribute locally content that we do not own, namely national network and syndicated content. Our partnerships with the networks are wonderful things to have. The combination of local content married with the marquee national content is an unbeatable value proposition to our local viewers and to our local advertisers. However, while it is only a part of what we do, it is certainly the aspect of our business we spend the most time talking about. There's a lot of what I'll call noise in the industry, certainly here in New York and in the trade press and the business press, and both at industry gatherings and investor meetings around measurement and Hulu and Netflix, over the top, digital migration, set-top boxes, Hulu and Netflix. And by the way, did I mention Hulu and Netflix? I don't want to diminish these issues as just national concerns, although they certainly affect national cable networks a lot more than local broadcast stations. And they are issues that we will all, as an industry, individually and collectively need to deal with as time goes on. However, again, I believe that if we spend our time and our focus on the basics of what we do, serving our viewers and serving our advertisers, we will not be unduly distracted by all the noise. In conclusion, to show you how much we believe that we're not just in the broadcasting business anymore, upon the closing of our acquisition of Media General, we'll be changing the company's 20-year-old name to Nexstar Media from Nexstar Broadcasting Group. Now, that's more than a name change to us. It's a vision statement of who we are and a mandate of what we will continue to become. Our goal is to leverage our strengths locally and maximize every opportunity to become the local consumer and local advertisers' #1 choice across any and all screens. And if we do that, I believe that we will survive, and dare I say, we will prosper. The local media business is the only business that Nexstar is or has ever been in and will ever be in. And we believe the local media business is the best part of the media business to be in. Our $4.6 billion acquisition of Media General shows that we're willing to put our money where our mouth is. And once the FCC signs off, and Lord knows I'm a patient man, but enough already. Once the FCC signs off, we are excited, and Team Nexstar at Table 7 is ready to go. So on behalf of the soon-to-be 10,000 employees of the Nexstar Nation, when you honor me, you are honoring the work that they do every day in their local communities. Thank you very much.